Alright guys, welcome back. So yeah, if you're working out in the morning, you definitely have a lot of benefits when you're working out in the morning. The biggest thing is that you get to knock it out the way first and foremost. A lot of people make excuses of going to the gym, not having enough time. If you're able to wake up early and you're able to get it out the way, that's automatically a big win. Another thing is you feel energized. You get your body moving, you get working out, your body starts getting that that little buildup. It's no longer sore, it's not tired, it's not slow. So you get energized. That's another great benefit of working out in the morning. And for me personally, those two things are just like big enough alone as is. So not getting it out the way and being energized are two big things when it comes to working out, because one of those things is you want to have more time. You want to have the ability to have stamina, energy throughout your entire day. You don't want to feel gloomy and down and tired and lazy. And then some people honestly, one of the reasons why they work out in the morning is just friends, family. A lot of people work out with friends, a lot of people work out with family members, or even just gym people that they see in the gym daily. That's another two things. Another reason why working out in the morning is nice. Now, one of the biggest things that you have to remember when you're working out in the morning is if you are going to be waking up early, sometimes you don't have time to make breakfast, or you don't have any food in your system since you haven't had the ability to cook anything. So just getting an energy bar or something very quick and easy like oats is very recommended when you're working out in the morning. Now, a lot of people work out fasted, and that's necessarily what just people don't have any food in their stomach. That has benefits and it has drawbacks. Everything has a good and a bad. The biggest thing is, of course, you're going to have energy to do your workouts in the morning. So that's another big thing. But at the same time, some people just get very bloated or very want to throw up, get that feeling whenever they have food in their system. I'm personally one of the people that I can't really work out with food in my system. So I work out fasted, and then right after this, I have all of my food intake to kind of just make up that lost food system thing that I just went through. So yeah, that's one of the benefits of working out in the morning, and some of the drawbacks of working out in the morning. If you're able to wake up early and you're able to even cook for yourself or have food ready, making it prior on the night and then you eat it in the morning, that's even better. So yeah, we're going to be doing some leg workouts. So we're going to try to keep everything the same for morning and evening on the workouts, so we could have a good comparison. Now, the only difference is going to be, of course, that I do work out fasted in the morning, and I want to see how that compares to working out not fasted in the evening. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to do some leg workouts, and then we're going to do exactly the same on both workouts, or on both evening and morning, and we'll see how it goes from there. So let's get to it. Okay, so squats. First compound movement. We're gonna always do squats. Now, which you want to go ahead and do a different variant for yourself. That's totally up to you. You could do a sumo squat or dumbbells, whatever you want to do necessarily for you. But I like to just stick it to the old school barbell and try to keep it as much quad focus as possible. So not having my legs too wide open. And just pushing my leg forward, my knee forward, that's going to help get that quad stretched out more. So I just realized I didn't stretch. So always do your stretches, especially before leg day. You don't want to fuck yourself up before legs. So keeping it light for now, and then we'll bump up the weight to the actual working weight. Whenever you're doing a warm-up set the biggest thing you can always remember is these are just warm-ups, so you don't necessarily need to stop. You don't need to take your breaks. You could just go right after, one after the other. Because it shouldn't be heavy, and it shouldn't be challenging you. It should just basically be, you know, getting your muscles warmed up. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so now that we're warmed up, we're gonna bump up the weight a little bit, just enough so that it's actually a working set and not a warm-up set. All right, so we're gonna try to do it for 3 sets. So we'll count the first one as a 1 set, even though we just bumped up the weight. This will be set number 2 for 10 reps. So same thing, core tight, quad focus, push knees above toes, and that will give us more quad focus as opposed to a glute focus. Let's get it. That felt good. The only thing is that I have to take my shoe off. All right, leg extensions. It's gonna be just one continuous burner set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. All right, so after that leg extension, leg buster, well, I'm gonna do some squat mixed with the lunges. So the sumo squat, and then you do a lunge on each leg, with the squat. And that's just one set. One rep. So we'll do that. The battery's kind of running low, so I'll probably just film this once. So you can kind of see what it's at. Cause I think the battery's at what? Oh no, what am I talking about? I saw a 4 instead of a 7. That's 73. But okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do that 3 times. And trust me, you'll feel the quads burn really badly. So that one, first we'll do the leg extension, then we'll do this one. The leg extension is just one set, just one non-continuous set. You start at 10 on each leg, then you go down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and so on. And the only rest you get is when the leg is down and the other one's working. So that's the rest that you get. You guys should try it out. Trust me. That thing is absolutely brutal. And then especially if you go on and you do another quad focused leg workout. If you do those two, especially one after the other, you're gonna feel the leg really burn out. That's what I've been doing for a while now, and I feel like that has made the most progress so far on my legs. So we'll do 2 more sets on this. Then we gotta do our adductors for our inner to make the leg pop out more. So we'll do that, and then we gotta do some hamstring stuff too, because you can't forget the hamstring. So, okay. Try to give you guys a different angle, just in case. So, whew. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, leg press. On the leg press, there's gonna be narrow stands though. Not gonna be super wide or even medium. It's gonna be a narrow stance. It's gonna try to basically focus more on the quad, but on the outside. That way you can kind of get the side to pop out more. So at the same time, not too high, not too low. This one's gonna be medium, but it's gonna be a little bit lower than medium. So try to be more quad focused as opposed to the glute focus, but it's still gonna activate some of the glute. But overall, still narrow stance. Same thing, we'll do 3 sets on this too. Okay. If you could go heavier on this, that would be preferred, of course. But you want to go just to your own extent, you know. Don't put it crazy where you're struggling and you can't complete the reps. So we want to try to complete the reps, and we're aiming for 12 to 15 reps on this. Me personally, I'm aiming for 12 no matter what. That way I'm guaranteed that I know I could do the weight. And the next time I want to bump up the weight, I try to do 12 or do past 12, but if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense, but. Oh my God. Can't forget leg extensions. I mean leg curls. I was gonna say you can't forget hamstrings, stuff like that. But we're gonna do hamstrings and go from there. So same thing on these 10 to 12. I just try to get that stretch. So. God, the pad is so worn out. That shit hurts the fucking chin, bro. But you get the idea. 2 more sets, same thing, and go from there. Whew. All right, so morning workouts. Like I said, having no food in your system, you don't have a lot of energy. So you kind of have to rely on self-determination, will, and how badly you want it. Now you can also get pre-workout to kind of help yourself out, and that should give you a little bit of a boost, or even just a cup of coffee to get the caffeine if you're not a pre-workout kind of person. But you could help yourself counterattack the fact that you don't have any food in your system by doing something like that. A lot of people do coffee, pre-workout, energy pills, or even caffeine pills. I did a video about that on what's the best pre-workout, or even an energy drink. A lot of people do energy drinks. That way you have something kind of pushing you throughout the workout. But then again, that only lasts so long, so just be aware of that. But morning workouts, I'm used to it at this point. I used to be a night workout person, an evening person, due to my job at the moment. But then when I switched jobs, it forced me to be a morning workout, and I wasn't a fan of it at first, but you kind of just get used to it, your body just adapts. So you have no food in your system unless you cook in the morning, and then if you can process that food fast enough, you won't feel bloated. That's another thing you gotta consider about morning workouts, is how bloated you're gonna feel and how fast can you process that food in your system. That's why a lot of people do very light stuff like bananas or oatmeal, something very light that your body can just process. Not necessarily too fast, but fast enough to the point where by the time you get to the gym, you have a little bit of energy. But I mean, I feel okay. I feel like I normally feel by the time I'm almost done with my workout. I feel like the energy was there, it was going good. Now it's kind of running low, but we'll see after the workout how we're feeling, and we'll try to get a pump video afterwards, see how it looks. And then, like I said, we're gonna be doing the exact same workout on the evening, so we can kind of have a comparison on how we feel and how we look from both sides. Not from both sides, but like, you know, from both aspects of the morning or the evening. So we'll do that, and then yeah, let me know whatever you guys think. Are you a morning workout? Are you an evening workout? Or shit, do you even go in the afternoons? Some people like going in the afternoon. That's kind of hard because some schedules just don't give you afternoon. But 2 more sets on this, Little pro tip, if this pad is uneven, like, you know, so this is supposed to be like this, but if by any chance it's like this, because this side has no support and this is where the metal joins, you can always put like a little metal, not metal, you can always put like a little extra foam or towel, sweater on this between yourself and the pad to kind of give you that flatness as opposed to your one foot being higher than the other. So I always mention it in all my videos whenever I'm doing this. So one more. All right, let's get that post pump look. Let me lower my fucking boxes so that I don't get banned or some shit. People think I'm trying to show my crotch. Shoot. But man, gotta raise this up a little bit so we can see a little bit. Honestly, not bad pump. I don't know if you can see it much on the camera, but we definitely have this quad popping up a little bit and this one coming out. Now this one right here ain't really much showing, but maybe under a little bit of light you can see it a little bit better. Now the adductor, we didn't get to train it this time, but this kind of pops out a little bit more too. So I'm at 150, 151, 152, 153 if I'm lucky. That's where I'm at, but honestly, not a bad pump. Let me know what you guys think. I know chicken legs, but it's there. It's coming out. This side not as much, but whew. Oh man, my biceps hurt to flex, but yeah, that's morning workout. Shoot. Kind of used to it at this point. So I'm feeling all right. After this, of course, I'm gonna go get my meal so I can have some energy in my system. But like I said, used to it. I'm feeling okay. But a lot of people are not morning people. Give me a second. Let me lower this thing down. Now, a lot of people are morning people, so you know it takes a lot to get used to it. Honestly, I feel like it's a lot nicer and a lot easier to work out when you have food and you've been going on about your day. Like in the evening when you're working out, that's one of the biggest positives of doing evening workouts. Now, one of the things that is also a drawback is the same thing that kind of is a positive is always going to be a negative. So you gotta kind of have like a mentality of, you know, what is my strong suit, and that strong suit is technically also a weakness if you look at it. So if you're only able to swing a bat and you can't swing your legs, guess what? That means you're going to be swinging a bat so much that is going to be your strong point, but also your weakness because you can't do anything else. You have no stamina in the lower part. You have only energy on top. So if you keep swinging that bat over and over and over and over for so long because you can't do anything else, guess what? Now you just made yourself weak. So you gotta also have the mentality of like, hey, if having a lot of energy or going on about my day in the evening where I have more energy to work out, that's nice, but at the same time, that's also gonna be a weakness because if you go on about your day so much, you're gonna burn yourself out by the time that you are getting to the workout, and at that point you're not gonna have enough energy to work out, or you're not even gonna want to work out. So that's a little mentality thing that I kind of think about. I don't know how people see it, but that's the way I see it, kind of thing. So that's morning workout. Morning workout for me feels good. Get it out the way, quick and easy. It doesn't have to be a whole hour-long session. It could just be 30 minutes. I like to talk a lot, and I like to freaking listen to music and get my steps in between each set. Something that I kind of don't post behind the scenes, but that's why it takes me almost like an hour to 2 hours to work out. But yeah, that's it. Now it's just basically recovering the energy. Now it's part of the working out is also recovery. So from now on, after the rest of the day, now I kind of just get to go to work, kind of relax, calm down, and let my body kind of recover. Take my protein, my creatine, whatever it is that you do to kind of recover, you do that at this point. But that's morning workout. So see you guys on the next one, which is gonna be the evening.
Like this now, I'm probably right.
All right, so it's evening. Evening workouts. What are the benefits of evening workouts? Evening workouts, you have more energy technically, because you've gone about your day, you've had time to warm up your body, moving around. You've done slow to intermediate exercises depending on your job. You might be walking upstairs, or even you might be walking, so you have more energy. That's benefit number one of evening workouts. And the benefit of number two is your food. You've eaten food at this point, you consume quite a bunch of calories, which gives you the energy to work out. But at the same time, having food in your system gives you that power to just push through workouts so you don't feel as weak, which goes back to energy. So that's another benefit of that. So food and energy are always gonna be coming into play. And then time. Time is another big thing. At this point, you've gone to work or you've gone to school, you've done your thing, and now you have time to basically socialize, get your day going, and even hang out or do whatever you want. But you can knock out a good hour workout or even 30-minute workout and still have time to go outside, enjoy movies, go shopping, or do whatever you want. So those are some of the benefits of like morning versus evening workouts. Now, how you're gonna feel is totally up to you, because I mean, you could have definitely gone through your day very heavy, and at this point you don't have enough energy to push through the workout, or you could have gone through your day very light and now you have more energy to push through your workout. But we're gonna see. So we're doing the exact same leg workout that I did before on the previous leg day for the morning, and I'm gonna try to follow it step by step to see basically what's the difference and what the outcome of it is. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna start with squats just like last time. We're gonna try to do the exact same thing as last time. I believe it was 2 plates or maybe 1 plate. Can't remember how many it was, but we're starting with squats. I know we started with squats last time, so we're gonna do squats, same thing. We're gonna see how much energy we got from there. So. They do care.
Because I was telling Taylor, I was like, yeah, I guess we use an hour. Like, they can't move it. Like, I don't think we can.
No? I doubt it. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's a little bit heavier, but that's fine. I am having to raise it a little bit, or lower it, I guess. lowered a little bit more than my usual, just because there's more work trying to get it back up and down on the squat rack. So
What?
that's the only thing.
Trying to get me back up there?
But overall, still the same. We'll do 2 more sets, and then we'll go from there. All right, second set. That feels a little bit heavier, especially on my back. I'll probably go lighter on the next one. Unfortunately, I picked one of the worst times to do this, because at the same time I got a major headache and I've been asleep all day, so that doesn't help.
How's the form on that
But
one?
it is what it is.
So how was the form on that one, bro?
I thought it was good. I thought you went pretty deep too. It's just only maybe the left side is always giving out for you, but the same thing with me. My left side always gives out first.
You notice that? The right side was. That's more. Okay, last set. I did lower the weight just because my back is starting to feel fidgety. And that's a good sign for me to not be doing the weight. Okay.
5. Fuck, 6. Oh.
That's selling.
That's when my back is getting hurt.
That's why I said don't.
All right, so the next thing we did after the squats was the leg extension. I'm not gonna explain it last time either. I'm just gonna do it because you should have seen it by now at this point. Okay. Fuck. Alright, I believe after the leg extension, it was a little sumo squat thingy, sumo squat lunge. I believe that was what was next. So, yeah. Man, I'm telling you, after the leg extension thing, your legs are just completely toast. So having to do any type of lunge, painful. How do you feel?
I'm hungry.
Hungry. Not the expression I was thinking, but all right. Fuck it. All right, 10 reps, 3 sets. All right, no excuses. Fuck it. Get it. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 9. 10. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Like killer. All right. It don't matter as long as it's a lunge. The biggest thing is trying to make sure that when you lunge, that you pass your knee over your toe.
Don't go past.
Pass the knee.
Go past.
And it's gonna hit the quad also, and the glute a little bit. All right, so a little update. That was first set. Honestly, energy-wise, comparing it to the other one, I think I'm definitely more drained. I think the biggest thing is like how much energy you waste throughout the entire day. That makes a big impact on how much energy you have left. Because waking up, sure, you probably don't have a lot of energy because your body hasn't moved or woken up yet. But at the same time, you haven't wasted a lot of energy because at the same time, you're just waking up, so your muscles are kind of like fresh and relaxed as opposed to like going through the day. But all right, we need some music to get us through this. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, last set. Honestly, I think I had more energy the last time comparing it to this time. So far, morning workout is a lot better than evening workout. Ready? Get this shit over with. Oh. All right. We're gonna get the quads a little break. I believe we did leg curls after a little sumo lunge. Honestly, I'm roasted. I think it might have been 160. I can't remember the weight, but 160 for now. Whew.
At what weight?
I think it was 100, no?
Not for 12.
You guys believe it? My big ass nose. Second set. Yeah. I think I have more energy in the morning. Your body gets used to this shit too. So, I mean, working out in the evening compared to the morning, if you're an evening person, your body will just naturally build that tolerance and that energy for it, as opposed to waking up early in the morning to go get your workout. Because I was like that too, but. Oh my God, I can't do this. Okay, last set. Yeah, I believe we still have leg press. I think I did it last time. I sure hope so, because if I go do these, I didn't have to, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm pretty sure I did leg press last time. Ah. She's usually a night person, I think.
Yeah. I used to see her every night. She always like, or she would tell her to put tails on your pet. She's like, oh, I'll ask her.
Okay, leg press. The pendulum leg press is a lot different than the standard 45-degree leg press. I believe last time it was the 45-degree leg press. I don't think I did the pendulum one. So this might be a little bit different, but almost the same thing. Woo! Oh Lord. Man. Oh, I forgot how heavy that one is.
12?
Huh?
12 or 10?
Yeah, I did. Alright, leg press. I believe it was 12 sets, but six twisted smile. Alright, we're going heavier. That one's a little bit lighter, but it's on me. Your sail so. South Mountain. Okay. Last set.
The same backpack we met
Alright. Last set. Energy wise, we're doing pretty good. Energy coming back. But honestly, I feel like throwing up for my entire time. I've been trying to just brace myself and keep myself composed. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just for that, but so one of the things when you're doing any type of leg press, that's why they have handles on this, on the side. If you brace yourself and hold yourself towards the seat, push yourself down, like you're pulling yourself through the seat, it honestly gives you so much strength. So that's why it's there. His legs are definitely cooked.
Good?
Alright, so I'm pretty sure that was it for all the exercises that I did last time, but I'm just gonna do some adductors just for the heck of it. But we'll go in a bit and check out the pump. I think they're using the room, so I hate being there when someone else is there. Okay, so this is gonna be a pump check video to see how it looks. The post is taken, so this is what we get.